Have you ever wondered how our actions today might be turning fertile lands into barren deserts tomorrow? Indeed, the reality is as stark as it sounds. This process, known as desertification, is a pressing environmental issue that sees once thriving ecosystems reduced to arid, lifeless landscapes. One of the key culprits? Human activities. Our insatiable appetite for resources and space, leading to rampant deforestation and overgrazing, is accelerating this deterioration at an alarming rate. Each year, more and more fertile lands fall victim to this relentless onslaught, threatening biodiversity, disrupting natural cycles, and heightening the risk of food scarcity. There's a certain irony at play here. In our quest for progress, we're unwittingly sowing the seeds of our own demise. But it's not all doom and gloom. With concerted effort and sustainable practices, we can stem this tide. But what if there was a way to reverse this process, to turn back the sands of time, so to speak? Imagine a desert transformed into a lush green oasis. This isn't a mirage, but a real possibility through the power of permaculture. Permaculture, a blend of permanent and agriculture, is a design system that works with nature rather than against it. It's about designing landscapes that are sustainable, self-sufficient, and mimic natural ecosystems. The principles of permaculture revolve around three core tenets: care for the earth, care for the people, and fair share. These principles guide us to create environments that are not just productive, but harmonious with nature. It's not just about growing food, but creating a symbiotic relationship between the soil, water, plants, animals, and humans. The beauty of permaculture lies in its potential to combat desertification. By mimicking natural ecosystems, we can create landscapes that conserve water, enrich the soil, and support a diverse range of plant and animal life. Now, you might be wondering, how exactly does one turn a desert into a permaculture? Transforming a desert into a permaculture is no small feat, but with careful planning and execution, it's entirely possible. So, how do we start? First, it's all about location. You'll need to select an area that has a reasonable amount of sunlight and wind, but not too much. The desert might initially seem like an unlikely candidate, but don't be fooled. With the right techniques, even the most arid of landscapes can be coaxed into life. Next comes the crucial part: managing water resources. In a desert, water is the rarest of treasures. The trick is to catch and store whatever little that comes by. You can do this by creating swales or trenches to capture runoff, or by setting up a rainwater harvesting system. You might also consider digging a well or borehole if feasible. It's about making every drop count. Then we move on to the choice of plants. Not all plants can survive the harsh conditions of a desert. You'll need to choose hardy species that can withstand high temperatures and low water availability. Think succulents like cacti and agave, or drought-tolerant trees like the mesquite. These plants not only survive but thrive in the desert, creating a green oasis amidst the sand. And finally, we must talk about time and patience. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your permaculture. It can take several years of diligent work to see results. But remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and with each passing year, you'll see your desert transform, bit by bit, into a lush, green paradise. And there you have it, a blueprint to turn a desert into a green haven. But let's quickly recap what we've learned today. In a world increasingly threatened by desertification, permaculture offers a beacon of hope. Our journey through this video has shown us the stark realities of desertification, a threat growing each day, but more importantly, it has highlighted the immense potential of permaculture. By harnessing the power of this sustainable agriculture method, we can turn the arid desert into a flourishing ecosystem. We've learned that managing water is crucial, employing methods such as swales, contour bunding, and keyline design. We've also discovered that the choice of plants is vital, with hardy species like date palms and fig trees being optimal for desert environments. The transformation isn't instant. It may take a few years. Patience is key, but the results, a verdant, thriving permaculture, are worth the wait and effort. With determination and the power of permaculture, we can indeed turn back the sands of time and ensure a greener and more sustainable future for all.